The AFK farming software, I became invincible without knowing it. Chapter 131, Entry Level of the Three Pure Deo Scripture. On this day, in the afternoon, 2 more legacy disciples arrived outside the Heaven Secrets Manor. As usual, they had to be polite before resorting to force. They first came to visit Qiming politely and wanted to spar with him, but Qiming refused to accept any visits again with the excuse of cultivating in seclusion. This time, however, these 2 legacy disciples did not leave. Instead, they planned to forcefully enter the Heaven Secrets Manor. After exchanging a glance, they directly entered without Qiming's permission. Shangguan Wenj. Qiming smiled. He was waiting for this situation to happen. It's your turn to shine. These pieces of trash. Shangguan Wenj's expression darkened. The next moment, he appeared in front of these 2 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect. Who? The 2 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect were shocked. You 2 pieces of trash! Boom! Shangguan Wenj waved his right hand, and a terrifying force surged out, directly throwing these 2 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect out of the Heaven Secrets Manor. Ah! Terrified screams sounded. Get lost! Shangguan Wenj roared. Run, run! The 2 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect revealed shocked expressions. Without any hesitation, they transformed into 2 streaks of light and fled in the blink of an eye. Thank you. Qiming walked over and bowed to Shangguan Wenj. Humph! Shangguan Wenj was not in a good mood at all. He did not want to reply to Qiming. As long as someone trespassed into the Heaven Secrets Manor, Shangguan Wenj could unleash his strength. According to the strength of the intruder, he could unleash different levels of strength. It was very humanized and automated. After this matter, those legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect restrained themselves a lot. They did not expect that the Heaven Secrets lineage, which had almost completely declined, actually still had hidden trump cards. It was indeed surprising. There were still experts guarding the Heaven Secrets Manor. This way, if they continued to provoke, they would have to think twice. Soon, the news about the Heaven Secrets Manor reached the ears of the Grand Elders. It should be Shangguan Wenj. This is a ruthless existence. At that time, he was known as the God Fiend who poisoned more than half of the southern region. It even caused the cultivation of the southern region's divine Deo to completely decline. If not for the help of Patriarch Heaven Secrets, who spent a lot of effort and paid a huge price to set up layers of inescapable nets, I'm afraid no one would have been able to deal with him. He's indeed still alive. Over the past tens of thousands of years, he has always been disguised as an ordinary old man to guard the Heaven Secrets Manor. The Grand Elders of the Heavenly Enlightenment sect discussed this matter. In the following period of time, the matters regarding Qiming also gradually faded out. He had never walked out of the Heaven Secrets Manor and had always been in seclusion to cultivate. Coupled with the fact that Shangguan Wenj was the guard, no legacy disciple of the Heaven Enlightenment sect came to provoke him. Of course, this was also what Qiming wanted to see. Or rather, those Grand Elders had already probed what they wanted to know. Therefore, they restrained themselves. Over the past month, Qiming had indeed been provoked and insulted many times. Although he did not say anything, he remembered everything. As long as the time came, Qiming would naturally seek revenge. If he was beaten, he would naturally retaliate. He naturally had to retaliate after being scolded. It was impossible to endure. Even if he endured it, that was only temporary. Time passed quickly. Spring passed and autumn came. Unknowingly, a year later. On this day, the weather was not bad. Noon. In the Heaven Secrets Manor. Ding! Spirit Pet, Black Flame Flood Dragon grew for a year under the enhancement of 100,000 times. It successfully cultivated the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture and the Ying Long 9 transformations. Its cultivation level has reached the late-stage Nascent Soul realm. A notification appeared. A smile appeared on Qi Ming's face. In a year, Black Flame has finally begun to grow. It's already at the late-stage Nascent Soul realm. It won't be long before it grows to the Leaving Aperture realm. Ding! The Book of Changes divination scripture has been cultivated for a year under the enhancement of 100,000 times. You have already condensed the Book of Changes Dao Foundation and the Book of Changes Golden Core, reaching the limit of your current realm. A notification appeared. Boom! Boom! Qi Ming entered an incomparably profound state. He was comprehending the mysteries of the Book of Changes divination scripture. He had already comprehended and understood all the various comprehensions and mysteries of the scripture. Originally, if anyone else wanted to cultivate the Book of Changes divination scripture, they would have to give up the cultivation technique they had cultivated in the past and switch to the Book of Changes divination scripture. However, Qi Ming did not need to do so. This was because Qi Ming cultivated the Golden Core Great Dao scripture. He cultivated the Dao and comprehended the Great Dao of heaven and earth which contained everything. Qi Ming could directly cultivate the Book of Changes divination scripture. Moreover, it would not affect the connate purity Golden Core and the formless Golden Core. Instead, he had cultivated the Book of Changes Dao Foundation and Golden Core in his Danshan. Because it was the third Golden Core, it was even more difficult. Coupled with the fact that the Book of Changes divination scripture was an extremely profound cultivation method, it took a year. The Book of Changes allowed him to cultivate and explain the 8 trigrams Dao. It was used to calculate the workings of the heavens and deduce changes. Soon, Qi Ming had already successfully cultivated the Book of Changes Dao Foundation and Golden Core. In his Danshan, under the control of the Golden Core Great Dao scripture, the Book of Changes Dao Foundation had fused with the Chaos Green Lotus Sword scripture. The connate purity Great Dao Golden Core floated in the center of the Dao Foundation. The formless Golden Core and the Book of Changes Golden Core flanked it. They were like its subjects and were fully submitted to it. The reason why Patriarch Heaven Secrets was alarmed and even used his intrinsic Dharma treasure, the Heaven Secrets compass, was because Qi Ming had used the future sight and the heavenly observation back then. He had seen the derivation of the heavens and the chance to survive in the great Dao of heaven and earth. Therefore, he had personally accepted Qi Ming as his personal disciple. This was his only personal disciple. 3 golden cores. Qi Ming took a deep breath and sensed the situation of the 3 golden cores in his body. If this matter is spread, it will probably shock all the cultivators in the world. That's because no cultivator has ever been able to cultivate 3 golden cores. But I succeeded. As long as Qi Ming was willing, he could mainly use the connate purity Great Dao Golden Core and supplement all the core formation methods in the world. He could cultivate as many golden cores as he wanted. However, there was no need for that. This was because no matter how many golden cores one cultivated, he would only be at the golden core realm. It was not so easy to cause a qualitative change. Ding! The 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power has been cultivated for a year under the enhancement of 100,000 times. It has already reached the limit of my current realm and cultivated to the large success stage. A third notification appeared. Large success stage. Qi Ming pondered, shouldn't the realm of spells be perfection or mastered? Then, all kinds of comprehension regarding the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power immediately surged into his mind. Qi Ming entered an incomparably profound state again, as if he had cultivated for a long time without sleep or rest. I see. Qi Ming understood. The 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power is not a spell technique, but a lesser divine power. The sword control technique and sword chi / that I cultivated in the past are all realm-based spells. Their power is relatively ordinary. They are suitable for cultivators of different realms to cultivate and master cultivation methods. The cultivation level of the realm-based spells is divided into beginner, mastered, outstanding, and perfection. However, the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power is a lesser divine power. It's divided into beginner, small success, large success, perfection, and profound. It's a level higher than the realm spells. For now, I'm at the late stage core formation realm. I can only cultivate the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power to this extent. 8 trigrams yin-yang. Qi Ming waved his right hand and circulated his dharmic powers. Immediately, a 8 trigrams yin-yang disc appeared out of thin air in front of him. There was a mysterious flow of heavenly secrets. If Qi Ming combined the 2 mystic technique divine powers of the heavenly constellation 36 techniques, the power of the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power would reach an even more unbelievable level. Not bad, not bad. Qi Ming was very satisfied. Ding! The 3 pure Dao scripture has been cultivated for a year under the enhancement of 100,000 times. You have comprehended the profundity of the Dao scripture and the great Dao of heaven and earth. You have successfully reached the entry level of the 3 pure Dao scripture. Another notification appeared. It's been a year. Qi Ming took a deep breath and sighed in his heart. After spending so much time, I've finally reached the entry level of the 3 pure Dao scripture. It's not easy. In a year, cultivating according to the enhancement of 100,000 times was equivalent to comprehending the 3 pure Dao scripture for an entire 100,000 years. Such a length of time was quite exaggerated. In fact, only a year had passed. It was uncertain if he could even live 100,000 years. Even if it was a pig, a dog, or even an ant, after a full 100,000 years, they should have reached a certain level of achievement. But in fact, this was impossible. If a cultivator's aptitude was insufficient, there would be a cultivation bottleneck. Before the opportunity arrived, it was very difficult to break through the bottleneck. If one could not break through the bottleneck, their realm would not be able to increase. As time passed, their lifespan would be insufficient and they would eventually die of old age, their life returning to the world. Therefore, there was no such thing as a pig comprehending for 100,000 years. It would have died of old age unless it obtained a huge opportunity. Only Qi Ming had the AFK farming software and had such an opportunity. He could forcefully comprehend the 3 pure Dao scripture for so long as a mortal. This was unique to him. At this moment, Qi Ming entered an extremely profound state. This situation surpassed the previous situation as various comprehensions of the 3 pure Dao scripture surged into his mind. He seemed to have truly understood something. All kinds of mysteries and confusion in the past were all unraveled. Chapter 132, 10 years later. Qi Ming indeed had a rather deep understanding of the 3 pure Dao scripture. He had already understood some of the obscure texts and profundities, so he learned that the 3 pure Dao scripture was an unprecedented nascent formation method. The origins of the 3 pure Dao scripture were already impossible to determine. It was utterly unknown where it came from. Perhaps it was created by an unknown mighty existence, or perhaps it was a Dao scripture nurtured by the heavens and the earth. These were only Qi Ming's guesses. No matter what, Qi Ming had already reached the entry level of the 3 pure Dao scripture. Next, he would continue to cultivate the 3 pure Dao scripture. He would use the profoundness of the 3 pure Dao scripture and the connate purity great Dao golden core as the foundation. He would shatter his golden core into a nascent soul. At that time, he could enter the nascent soul realm. After a moment, Qi Ming woke up. 3 pure Dao scripture. Qi Ming muttered softly, his eyes already understanding. Dao begets 1, 1 begets 2, 2 begets 3, 3 begets all things. This is a great Dao truth that everyone knows. However, knowing is different from understanding. This is like, you know that 1 plus 1 equals 2, but it's very difficult to explain why 1 plus 1 equals 2. It's very difficult to prove this basic answer. That's the reason. In his body, the connate purity great Dao golden core flowed with the great Dao true intent. The mystic technique and Dao insight contained in the 3 pure Dao scripture were also gradually affecting the connate purity great Dao golden core. Vaguely, it was as if three ethereal and faint phantoms were faintly discernible around the connate purity Great Dao golden core. In the blink of an eye, time flew again. Spring passed and autumn arrived. Unknowingly, 10 years later. To an ordinary mortal, it sounded like a long time, but to a cultivator who had cultivated successfully, it was only an instant. Perhaps he would enter seclusion and 100 years would pass in the human world. For the past 10 years, many things occurred in the outside world, but nothing major happened. Moreover, Qi Ming ignored everything and was only focused on cultivating in the heaven secrets manner. He knew even less. Yuan Feng had cultivated to the 9th grade Golden Core realm a year ago and even passed the assessment of the legacy disciples of the Green Cloud Peak to become a legacy disciple. It was a joyous occasion. In addition, 3 years ago, a demon disaster had happened in the Green Dragon Empire under the jurisdiction of the Heaven Link Peak. This demon disaster was deliberately instigated by the Myriad Demon Cave. In fact, there was another secret. Because of this, the Heaven Enlightenment sect had a small conflict with the Myriad Demon Cave. It caused many casualties. Everything else was fine. Ding! The 3 Pure Dao scripture has been cultivated for 10 years under the enhancement of 100,000 times. Congratulations, host! You have already successfully learned the 3 Pure Dao scripture. You have comprehended the true intent of the Great Dao, the profundity of the Dao, and the true intent of the 3 Pure Ones. Your golden core has shattered into the Nascent Soul, establishing the 3 Pure Dao Nascent Soul, and your cultivation level has broken through to the early stage Nascent Soul realm. A notification appeared. It's been 10 years. Qi Ming took a deep breath and a smile appeared on his face. I entered the sect in a year and reached the Nascent Soul realm in 10 years. I've been AFK farming in the Heaven Secrets manner for more than 10 years and I've finally broken through. As soon as he finished speaking, Qi Ming sat cross-legged. He had entered an incomparably profound state. All kinds of comprehension surged into his mind. The mysteries of the 3 Pure Dao scripture were being comprehended one by one. In 10 years, cultivating under the enhancement of 100,000 times, it was equivalent to comprehending the 3 Pure Dao scripture for 1,000,000 years. If he cultivated normally, it would be enough to become an immortal. But in fact, that was not the case. As mentioned previously, every realm of cultivation had a bottleneck. If one could not break through the bottleneck, they would never be able to break through. In the end, they would only die because their lifespan was exhausted. It was impossible for him to cultivate for so long. Every time he broke through a bottleneck, not only did he need time, but he also needed the corresponding opportunities. If he only used time to build it, it required a long time to slowly grind. Crack! Crack! In his danshan, 24 cracks appeared on Qi Ming's connate purity Great Dao golden core. Every crack corresponded to the Great Dao true marks engraved on the golden core. It slowly cracked open. It was like seeing 24 layered flower petals. Immediately, the Great Dao true intent that Qi Ming had comprehended, the Great Dao of heaven and earth, the Dao insight of the 3 Pure Ones, and various comprehensions gathered towards the cracked connate purity Great Dao golden core like invisible air currents. Time passed. Not long after, the connate purity Great Dao golden core completely shattered. The power of the Great Dao golden core fused with Qi Ming and condensed into 3 nascent souls. They sat cross-legged and closed their eyes. They sat on the 12th grade Chaos Green Lotus together. This was known as the 3 Pure Nascent Soul. From right to left, they were, Jade Pure Nascent Soul, Supreme Pure Nascent Soul, and Grand Pure Nascent Soul. Although 3 nascent souls had condensed, they were connected and resonated with each other. The 3 pure nascent souls were originally one, evolved from Qi Ming's connate purity Great Dao golden core and the 3 Pure Dao scripture. In addition, this also conformed to the true meaning of Dao begets 1, 1 begets 2, 2 begets 3, and 3 begets all things. Condense! Qi Ming shouted. In his danshan, the three pure Nascent Soul shone and turned into an extremely terrifying black hole. The surrounding dharmic powers and spirit energy were all sucked in before the illusory Nascent Soul gradually became real. Just the dharmic powers in Qi Ming's Danshan were not enough to condense the three pure Nascent Soul. In fact, after the three pure Nascent Soul absorbed all the dharmic powers, it did not even reach 1%. Refine. With a thought, Qi Ming opened his inventory without any hesitation and took out all kinds of natural treasures and spiritual pills. 3 pure immortal light. Swish. Qi Ming waved his right hand. A blurry fog that was like chaos appeared in his palm. It spread out and enveloped all the natural treasures and spiritual herbs. It included the 10,000-year-old Nascent Soul Spirit, the lotus seed of the heaven and earth Dao Lotus, the Foundation Establishment Pill, the Dao Manifestation Pill, the Nascent Soul Pill. Over the years, Qi Ming had refined all the good things he had obtained from killing many enemies through the game dungeon. These treasures and spiritual herbs were all refined into the purest essence Qi. Then, the three pure Nascent Soul devoured everything to gradually condense. Not only that, Qi Ming's breakthrough gradually triggered a huge phenomenon. In the sky above the Heaven Secrets Manor, at the beginning, only a medium-sized spiritual Qi vortex appeared. This was because Qi Ming was absorbing the vast spiritual Qi in the surroundings. Buzz. Buzz. In the beginning, this spiritual Qi vortex was not big, only less than 100 meters in diameter. It only caused the spiritual Qi around the Heaven Secrets Manor to fluctuate. What? Shang Guanwenj raised his head and looked at the spiritual Qi vortex above. He pondered and said, the spiritual Qi of heaven and earth gathered and formed a spiritual cloud vortex. Is Qi Ming breaking through? He's been in seclusion for more than 10 years. Has he finally broken through to the Nascent Soul realm? The phenomenon of this spiritual Qi vortex is not too exaggerated. It's only at the level of an ordinary genius. If that's the case, that old thing, Patriarch Heaven Secrets, has misjudged this new personal disciple. A minute later, the spiritual Qi vortex above the heavenly fortune mansion began to expand. The diameter increased from 100 meters to 200 meters. Moreover, every minute passed, the diameter doubled. This. Shang Guanwenj was a little surprised, the spiritual Qi vortex is expanding. Time passed. Not long after, the spiritual Qi vortex created by Qi Ming's breakthrough had already reached a radius of 10 kilometers. This level was extremely exaggerated and even affected the entire Fangjiang Immortal Mountain. This caused most of the heaven and earth spiritual Qi of the Fangjiang Immortal Mountain to gather towards Qi Ming. What was more terrifying was that the spiritual Qi vortex was still expanding. It was as if it would not stop. This. Shang Guanwenj's eyes immediately widened. He stood outside the courtyard and raised his head, staring at the spiritual Qi vortex that covered the sky. He was already completely dumbfounded and completely stunned. Is he really breaking through to the Nascent Soul realm? Shang Guanwenj's tone was trembling as he said, if he only broke through to the Nascent Soul realm, how could it cause such a huge commotion? How is this possible? Too terrifying. Shang Guanwenj gasped. Spiritual Qi vortex. Who's breaking through? Why didn't he break through in the Grotto Heaven Blessed Land and cause such a huge commotion? Is it that senior brother who's already at the peak of the soul formation realm breaking through to the Dao integration realm? Too terrifying. This phenomenon no longer only affects the Fangjiang Immortal Mountain. Even the Penglai Immortal Mountain and the Yingzhou Immortal Mountain beside it are affected. Too shocking. In the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, the legacy disciples of the various branches of the Heaven Enlightenment sect were all alarmed. Apart from those who were in seclusion, they were basically shocked by this phenomenon and looked up at this scene. Not only that, even the Grand Elders were alarmed. They appeared one after another. Spirit clouds extended for 5 kilometers. Daoist purple firmament glanced at it. There are also heaven and earth Dao runes accompanying it, causing the heaven and earth to resonate. Which lineage's junior has broken through to the Dao integration realm? However, why didn't he break through in the grotto heaven and cause such a huge commotion? That direction. Wait. No way, that position, that direction, the Heaven Secrets Manor? It is actually the Heaven Secrets Manor? There is still a junior at the peak of the soul formation realm in the Heaven Secrets lineage. No. Qi Ming. It's Qi Ming. Qi Ming is breaking through to the Nascent Soul realm. This is impossible. How can Qi Ming's breakthrough to the Nascent Soul realm cause such a phenomenon? Spirit essence surge extended continuously for 5 kilometers, and there are heaven and earth Dao runes accompanying it, causing the heaven and earth to resonate. This is a phenomenon that only appears when one breaks through to the Dao integration realm. Oh my god! At this moment, everyone was stunned. Daoist purple firmament and the others looked at this scene. Looking at this situation, they were indeed stunned. They did not expect this situation at all. The commotion caused by Qi Ming's breakthrough was too great. Chapter 133, 3 Pure Avatars. Actually, we should have expected Qi Ming to be extraordinary. After all, he was able to kill more than 10 legacy disciples of the various factions at the early stage, leaving Aperture Realm with a late stage core formation realm cultivation. No one in the entire history of the Heaven Enlightenment sect has been able to achieve such results, such talent, and such strength. Even the founding ancestor, Daoist Heaven Enlightenment, could not do it. That's right. Therefore, for Qi Ming to break through to the Nascent Soul realm and cause such a commotion, this phenomenon is actually expected. Expected my ass. Has anyone seen a situation where breaking through to the Nascent Soul realm can cause a spirit essence surge of 5 kilometers and cause heaven and earth to resonate? Forget about seeing it, I've never heard of it. This is the first time in history. The Grand Elders of the Heaven Enlightenment sect felt as if their worldview had been destroyed. They felt that their previous cultivation was fake and unreal. It was completely a fantasy. The phenomenon caused by Qi Ming's breakthrough had not reached the strongest level. When the entire spirit essence surge expanded to a diameter of 15 kilometers, it finally stopped expanding. This had already affected the entire Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. Oh my god! What kind of scene is this? This is unbelievable. Too shocking. Everyone looked up into the sky. They could not calm down for a long time. Looking at this phenomenon, they were all extremely shocked and could not regain their senses. In the Heaven Secrets manner. As expected of the junior, that old thing took a fancy to. Shang Guanwenj calmed down. He looked at the spiritual clouds phenomenon in the sky and took a deep breath. He only broke through to the Nascent Soul realm and caused such a huge commotion. I really don't dare to imagine. Condense! Qi Ming shouted again. In his danshan. At this moment, after the 3 pure Nascent Soul absorbed a lot of spiritual qi, dharmic powers, natural treasures, and medicinal pills, it finally condensed completely after spending a ton of resources. This way, Qi Ming had truly stabilized at the early stage Nascent Soul realm. Heaven and Earth Dao runes circulated. Qi Ming carefully comprehended it and was in the midst of transforming. At this moment, when the 3 pure Nascent Soul completely condensed and Qi Ming's cultivation completely stabilized, the phenomenon created by his breakthrough finally reached the peak. In the sky of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, 15 kilometers of spirit essence surge covered the sky. It was as if an endless spiritual qi of heaven and earth raised a storm. It even caused the astral layer surrounding the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain to undergo a violent change. It was as if a storm had appeared in the sea. What is that? Everyone, look! Something happened again. In the spirit clouds. Yes. Dao runes spread, heaven and earth resonated, and Dao sounds resounded. In the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, everyone looked over, feeling reverence. In the 15 kilometers of spirit essence surge, there were heaven and earth Dao runes that evolved into the grotto heaven world. The sun, moon, and stars shone in it. In the spirit clouds, five-colored light dyed the heavens as immortal music sounded. Outside the spirit clouds, countless golden lamps, golden lotuses, jade pearls, and beads fell from the clouds. It was as if water was flowing endlessly in front of the eaves. Endless heavenly flowers descended. It was as if they were congratulating a supreme existence on its birth. It was too shocking. It was simply too shocking. How could they not be awed, shocked, and trembling at such a scene? Qi Ming is he really breaking through to the nascent soul realm? Is he about to become an immortal? Gasp! The Grand Elders of the Heaven Enlightenment sect had been shocked too many times today. It was all because of Qi Ming. This phenomenon was too magnificent. In the sect master hall, the great calamity is about to begin. There will definitely be monstrous prodigies emerging. The shock on Yang Li's face had already gradually disappeared. He stared at the various phenomena in the sky, heavenly flowers bloomed and the sound of the Dao resounded. This is the congratulations from heaven and earth. Such a scene. Really? For a moment, Yang Li could not find any words to describe it. Master, is this really the phenomenon caused by senior brother Qi breaking through to the nascent soul realm? Isn't this situation too exaggerated? So King Ian stood beside Yang Li and could not help but exclaim. It's indeed him. Yang Li nodded. This. So King Ian's red lips widened slightly, and her beautiful eyes were filled with worship as she exclaimed, Senior brother Qi is really too strong. The phenomenon caused by my breakthrough to the nascent soul realm back then was far less than a tenth of senior brother Qi. You're actually already not bad. Yang Li could not help but sigh, however this Qi Ming is really too monstrous. He can actually reach this level. It's simply unbelievable. The reason why Yang Li had personally appeared and accepted So King Ian as his personal disciple was because he had seen through her true strength. So King Ian was the 9th reincarnation cycle of the Creation Wood Divine Tree Spirit. Creation Wood. The heaven and earth divine tree that supported the world. During the heaven and earth tribulation, the Creation Wood Divine Tree would definitely be of great use. So King Ian's aptitude was extremely high. Her comprehension, foundation, and providence had all reached the 5th level. As long as she did not die midway, she would definitely become an existence at the Grand Elders level in the future. Perhaps, she could be even stronger. Of course, this was all in the future. The phenomenon caused by Qi Ming caused abnormalities in the 3 forbidden areas of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. The 3 ancestors who had sealed themselves in the 3 forbidden areas showed signs of awakening. However, such signs quickly disappeared and fell silent again. The aura emitted from the 3 forbidden areas attracted the attention of Yang Li and the others, who looked at the 3 forbidden areas. The 3 ancestors were also alarmed. Yang Li pondered. Qi Ming has caused too much commotion. I wonder what the 3 ancestors will do next. I hope nothing major happens. The Grand Elders discussed. Gradually, the worldly phenomenon slowly converged and the spirit clouds began to dissipate. All kinds of scenes in the heaven and earth Dao runes also dissipated. Not long after, they all disappeared. Everyone was still shocked for a long time. At this moment, Qi Ming had also completely stabilized his early-stage nascent soul realm cultivation. In his Danshan, the 12th grade Chaos Green Lotus swayed and shone brightly. The 3 pure nascent souls sat cross-legged. The dharmic powers of the nascent soul surged. It was like a lake. The 12th grade Chaos Green Lotus Dao foundation was rooted in the dharmic powers lake. Around the 3 pure nascent soul, the 3 intrinsic treasures, Chaos Green Lotus Sword Embryo, the world-piercing sword, and the Sword Mountain, surrounded and revolved around it. The dharmic powers and Dao runes of the 3 pure nascent soul were tempering the 3 intrinsic treasures. Apart from that, there was also the formless golden core and the Book of Changes golden core. The 2 golden cores were in the most remote corner. They were completely suppressed by the 3 pure nascent soul. They did not move at all and were extremely silent. Of course, this was because Qiming had broken through to the Nascent Soul realm. While comprehending the profundities of the Nascent Soul realm, his grasp of the three pure Dao scripture had become even deeper. Qiming had grasped the three pure Dao scriptures' Nascent Soul realm divine power spell technique. It was called the three pure avatars. The ability, three pure avatars, was also very heaven-defying. It was comparable to the purity golden body which could grant spell immunity to all techniques. After the three pure avatars was used, he could instantly create three avatars. These three avatars were called Jade Pure, Supreme Pure, and Grand Pure. Most importantly, as long as Qiming had enough dharmic powers, these three avatars could even exist forever. Moreover, the three avatars could possess strength that was completely equivalent to Qiming. This was an extremely powerful divine power spell technique. Okay. Qiming was very satisfied. He carefully comprehended the profundity of the three pure avatars. The more he comprehended, the more he felt how powerful and profound this divine power spell was. Now, Qiming had already grasped the foundation establishment realm divine power spell technique, the Green Lotus Dao, the core formation realm divine power spell technique, purity golden body, myriad forms storm, the 8 trigrams formation, and the Nascent Soul realm divine power spell technique, 3 pure avatars. Outside the Heaven Secrets Manor. After the phenomenon disappeared, Grand Elders came one after another. Qiming did not come out of seclusion. He was still cultivating in seclusion. At the door, Shang Guanwenj sat on the threshold with his back against the door frame. He raised his head slightly and looked at the Grand Elders of the Heaven Enlightenment sect standing outside. "I know what you're thinking." Shang Guanwenj said slowly, "To be honest, I'm quite curious and very shocked. However, that kid hasn't come out of seclusion. Wait outside. It's fine. Qiming is the personal disciple of Patriarch Heaven Secrets. In terms of seniority, he's only half a generation lower than us. Since he hasn't come out of seclusion, we can wait." Daoist Purple Firmament and the others were really waiting outside the Heaven Secrets Manor. Tisk tisk. Shang Guanwenj smacked his lips and secretly praised, "This kid's reputation is really great. He can make you, these high and mighty Grand Elders, willing to wait outside the door. Interesting. Interesting. If this matter spreads, it will probably shock the entire southern region." Ha ha ha! Shang Guanwenj laughed. In the Heaven Secrets Manor, in the Cultivation Courtyard. After Qiming broke through to the early stage Nascent Soul realm and mastered the 3 pure Dao scripture, he began to attempt to break the formless Golden Core and the Book of Changes Golden Core into the Nascent Soul realm. Crack! The formless Golden Core's foundation was insufficient and could not withstand the true intent of the Great Dao and the 3 pure Dao insight. The Golden Core shattered into a Nascent Soul and became dharmic powers that fused into the 3 pure Dao Nascent Soul. Of course, although the formless Golden Core was gone, the divine power spell, Myriad Forms Storm, was still there. This was because the formless Golden Core had fused with the 3 pure Dao Nascent Soul and got absorbed. 3 days later. Boom! The Book of Changes Divination Scripture Golden Core shattered and reached the Nascent Soul realm. Qiming had cultivated the Book of Changes Divination Scripture and condensed the Book of Changes 8 trigrams Nascent Soul. It was also at the early stage Nascent Soul realm. This way, Qiming obtained another Nascent Soul realm divine power spell technique, Connate Yin Yang Formation. Chapter 134, New Game Dungeon, Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb. Ding! Detected that the host's cultivation level has already risen to the early stage Nascent Soul realm. The number of spirit stones needed for AFK farming cultivation has increased by 10 times. Every amplification will cost 100 low-grade spirit stones. A notification appeared. The consumption has increased by 10 times. Qiming said, "However, this is nothing. With the number of spirit stones I obtain every day, I can completely support the current consumption of AFK farming cultivation. After Qi Ming successfully cultivated the three pure Dao scripture, the heaven and earth great Dao true intent and the three pure Dao insight had already seeped into Qi Ming's body, undergoing the corresponding transformation and evolution of Qi Ming's physique, comprehension, and foundation. Ding! Congratulations to the host for establishing the three pure Dao nascent. You have been transformed and evolved by the true intent of heaven and earth and the three pure Dao scripture. Your aptitude has increased. There are no changes to the five elements spirit root. The heavenly sword Dao body has transformed because it absorbed the true intent of the heaven and earth great Dao and the mysteries of the three pure Dao scripture, becoming the sword Dao immortal body. Your comprehension level has increased from genius to peerless. Your foundation has increased from crystal to hidden dragon. There are no changes to your providence. A series of notifications appeared. Good, good, good. The corners of Qi Ming's mouth curled up slightly. He was in a very good mood. I didn't expect that after cultivating the three pure Dao scripture, my aptitude would improve further. With my current potential, I can already be considered a genius among geniuses. In terms of potential, I'm probably not inferior to the legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. Not bad, not bad. Most importantly, ding! Detected that the host's aptitude has been increased. The number of spirit stones needed for AFK farming cultivation has decreased by 10 times. Every amplification will cost 10 low-grade spirit stones. It went back down again. Qi Ming shrugged. Ding! Because the host's cultivation level has risen to the Nascent Soul realm, the highest amplification state of AFK farming cultivation has increased from 100,000 times to 1,000,000 times. Not bad. Qi Ming nodded. With a thought, he said, I'll charge 100,000 medium-grade spirit stones and practice the three pure Dao scripture. Ding! Charging successful. Cultivating the three pure Dao scripture under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. I'll charge another 100,000 medium-grade spirit stones and practice the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power. Qi Ming continued. Ding! Charging successful. Cultivating the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. A notification appeared. Continue charging 100,000 medium-grade spirit stones and AFK farm the spirit pet, Black Flame Flood Dragon. Qi Ming said. Ding! Charging successful. Spirit pet, Black Flame Flood Dragon is growing under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. A notification appeared. Done. Qi Ming said. Ding! Detected that the host's cultivation level has already broken through to the early stage Nascent Soul realm. The reward for clearing the late stage core formation game dungeon, Dragon Island, has been greatly reduced. You can use 1,000,000 medium grade spirit stones to open the new game dungeon. A notification appeared. I'll charge 1,000,000 medium grade spirit stones to activate the new game dungeon. Qi Ming said. With a thought, 1,000,000 medium-grade spirit stones were charged. Ding! You've charged 1,000,000 medium-grade spirit stones. You can enter the early-stage Nascent Soul Realm game dungeon, Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb. Several notifications appeared. Enter. Qi Ming said. The scene of the game appeared in front of Qi Ming. The fog spread. Thick layers of grey fog enveloped the surroundings. This was a lonely forbidden land devoid of life. Legend had it that a great emperor had died here, turning this into a forbidden zone. On this day, the game character that Qi Ming had transformed into arrived at the periphery of the emperor's forbidden tomb. He entered. Mist enveloped his surroundings and blocked Qi Ming's vision. Not long after, the fog was still spreading. Roar! 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 A roar sounded. In the fog, monsters appeared. These monsters were actually dried corpses that contained the power of death in the Forbidden Land. There were cultivators, demon beasts, and various races. They died here. Then, the corpses turned into dried corpses in the Forbidden Land. Attack! Clang! Clang! The game character that Qiming had transformed into took out his sword. He was a powerful peerless swordsman. His gaze was like lightning and his sword qi was like a waterfall. He was powerful and killed dried corpses one after another. He headed deeper into the Forbidden Land. Swish! Qiming closed the game screen. In the blink of an eye, another month passed. Ding! The 3 Pure Deo scripture has been cultivated for 30 days under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. Your comprehension of the 3 Pure Deo scripture has increased, and your cultivation has improved. Ding! The 8 trigrams Yin Yang divine power has been cultivated for 30 days under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. Its realm has increased from large success to perfection. Ding! Spirit Pet, Black Flame Flood Dragon has cultivated for 30 days under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. Its cultivation level has broken through from the late stage Nascent Soul realm to the early stage Leaving Aperture realm. Ding! You have been AFK farming in the game dungeon, Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb for 30 days. You have cleared the game dungeon 30 times. You have obtained 1 Divine Sword of Annihilation, 1 Immortal Slaying Saber, 1 9-ring chain hammer, 1 bottle of Spirit Establishing Divine Pill, 1 bottle of Marrow Cleansing Pill, 1 bottle of Child Mother Heart Connecting Pill, 1 bottle of 9-9 Creation Pill, 10,000 miles Bone Corroding Sword Book, 9 Nether Demon Saber Technique, Heaven and Earth Mind Art, 9 Absolute Beast Manipulation Scripture and 30 million high-grade Spirit Stones. Not bad. Qiming pondered for a moment. The difficulty of cultivating the 3 Pure Deo scripture is much higher than the Golden Core Great Deo scripture. After all, the Golden Core Great Deo scripture cultivates the core formation realm, while the 3 Pure Deo scripture cultivates the Nascent Soul realm. Raising my cultivation level is not something that can be done in a short period of time. Even under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times, it will still take a lot of time. I should go out and take a look. Qiming said. Outside the Heaven Secrets Manor, the Grand Elders had waited for an entire month. During this period, many Grand Elders were impatient. Halfway through, they left first. In the end, only the 3 Grand Elders waited until Qiming came out of seclusion. That kid is out. Shang Guanwenj said. Qiming pushed open the door of the cultivation courtyard and slowly walked out. He was in a good mood. He stretched and sized up his surroundings. Because his cultivation had broken through, he instantly felt that the heavens and the earth were a little different. It was even more apt. It was also clearer. It was as if, with a thought, Qiming could fuse into the world and comprehend the mysteries of heaven and earth. He grasped the power of heaven and earth and had a high and mighty feeling. This feeling quickly disappeared. Qiming was not immersed in it. What? Qiming was stunned. His gaze looked outside the Heaven Secrets Manor and saw the 3 Grand Elders. Daoist purple firmament was standing in the middle, and the 2 beside him Qiming did not know. Shang Guanwenj was half lying in front of the doorsill as he looked at Qiming with a faint smile. Grand Elders. Qiming was shocked in his heart, but he did not show it on the surface. He quickly walked to the door and cupped his hands in greeting to the 3 Grand Elders. Disciple Qiming greets the 3 Grand Elders. Disciple did not know that the 3 Grand Elders had arrived because I was in seclusion and could not welcome you. I hope that the 3 Grand Elders can forgive me. This old servant congratulates young master for coming out of seclusion. Shang Guanwenj stood up and bowed to Qiming. His tone became respectful. Congratulations to young master for breaking through and mastering your divine technique. Yu Qiming frowned. Shang Guanwenj's reaction was a little unexpected. Over the past 10 years, Shang Guanwenj did not give Qiming a good look. He had a feeling that he wanted to vent his anger towards Patriarch Heaven Secrets on Qiming. Shang Guanwenj's cultivation was sealed, so he could not attack Qiming. It was easy to deal with him with Qiming's strength. He could only curse in his mouth. He could not do anything in reality, and Qi Ming did not want to pay attention to this old monster who had lived for so long. Although it was not obvious, this old monster was a little abnormal now. Young master. Shang Guanwenj continued, the 3 grand elders waited for you outside the residence for a month. This is a treatment that even Lord Sect Master might not receive. The 3 grand elders have waited for a long time. Please come in. Qi Ming reacted. Okay. Daoist Purple Firmament and the other 2 grand elders nodded slightly. They sized up Qi Ming a few times and looked at each other before entering the Heaven Secrets Manor. Qi Ming welcomed the 3 grand elders in the main courtyard. Then, he finally understood why the 3 grand elders had specially come to find him. This was a friendly gesture. In addition, Qi Ming also learned about the other 2 grand elders. They were Patriarch Weihe and Daoist Lightning Flame. Qi Ming, have you broken through to the early stage Nascent Soul realm? Patriarch Weihe was a square-faced middle-aged man. He looked at Qi Ming and asked bluntly. I just broke through. Qi Ming replied. It's actually true. After Daoist Purple Firmament and the others heard this, they looked at each other and could not help but gasp. The shock in their eyes was obvious. They came to find Qi Ming to confirm the truth. Now, they could really be sure now. The phenomenon a month ago was indeed caused by Qi Ming breaking through to the Nascent Soul realm. This is really an unprecedented talent. Daoist Purple Firmament sighed. Qi Ming. Daoist Lightning Flame looked like a young man with long purple hair. His hair was like lightning threads and flickered with sparks. You only broke through to the Nascent Soul realm and caused such a phenomenon. You're truly unprecedented. No wonder Patriarch Heaven Secrets specially woke up and took you in as his only personal disciple. Patriarch Weihe said. The 3 grand elders are too praising. Qi Ming said, I actually cultivated for a few years casually and unknowingly had an epiphany. I unknowingly cultivated to the Nascent Soul realm and unknowingly caused such a huge phenomenon. Chapter 135, Battle Sacred Body. Actually Qi Ming looked up at the sky as if he was inexplicably lonely. I don't want to be such a genius, nor do I want to be so high profile, nor do I want to be so peerless and unique. But my strength forced me to. Shang Guanwenj almost spat out the tea he had just drunk. He looked at Qi Ming as if it was the first time he truly knew him. It was simply shocking. Shang Guanwenj did not expect Qi Ming to say such shocking things. Listen to what he had just said. When he heard this, he wanted to hit someone. I actually feel quite regretful. Qi Ming continued, I really want to be like everyone else and experience the feeling of working hard and cultivating continuously. I want the feeling of achievement to finally reach success through my continuous hard work and countless hardships. The sense of accomplishment would definitely be very enjoyable. But reality is so cold and heartless. It has taken away my right to fight and work hard. I really want to be like everyone else. Qi Ming sighed repeatedly, I want to work hard too. I want to endure hardships too. Daoist Purple Firmament stood on the spot for a moment. For a moment, he was speechless. You also want to be like everyone else, you're really. Patriarch Weihe took a few deep breaths before calming his fluctuating mood. He was quite unhappy and felt that Qi Ming was too pretentious. However, Qi Ming had caused such a shocking phenomenon, so he could not even find an excuse to slander Qi Ming. This made him even more unhappy. Ha ha ha! Daoist Lightning Flame laughed loudly. The corners of Shang Guanwenj's mouth twitched. Damn it! He had postured again. Forget it. Daoist Purple Firmament stood up. He did not want to continue chatting with Qi Ming because listening to these shocking words would only make him feel that his talent was so unbearable. He was clearly the Grand Elder here. Damn it! Qi Ming, cultivate well. I'll take my leave. Daoist Purple Firmament said. Elder Purple Firmament, take care. Qi Ming sent him off respectfully. Swish. Daoist purple firmament's figure tore through the air and left. Cough cough. Patriarch Wei he coughed lightly, Qi Ming, you're from the Green Cloud Peak, and I'm a Grand Elder of the Green Cloud lineage. We have a close relationship, you can move around often in the future. Yes. Qi Ming nodded. Patriarch Wei he nodded and transformed into a stream of light to leave, leaving only Daoist lightning flame. He originally wanted to ask about the reason why Qi Ming had caused such a phenomenon, but Qi Ming's words earlier were clearly perfunctory. There was no point in continuing to ask. Qi Ming was the personal disciple of the Heaven Enlightenment Sect's Patriarch Heaven Secrets. In the Heaven Enlightenment Sect, his seniority was extremely high. At most, he was half a generation lower than the Grand Elder. Additionally, since Qi Ming was the personal disciple of Patriarch Heaven Secrets, he was naturally protected by the ancestor. Even if they were Grand Elders, they could not forcefully interrogate him. Goodbye. Daoist Lightning Flame did not say anything and turned to leave. They left so quickly. Qi Ming said lightly. Young Master. Shang Guanwenj put down the teacup in his hand and spoke, as an experienced person, I feel that there's still something I have to remind you, young master. What? Qi Ming asked. As a person, don't be too pretentious. Shang Guanwenj sighed as if he recalled his glorious days in the past. Back then, I was also like you, young master. I was so arrogant. In this world, there was no one I looked up to. They were all trash, a bunch of losers. Until later. He sighed. There was endless sadness in his tone. Shang Guanwenj shook his head. It was because I accidentally overstepped my boundaries that I ended up like this today. Young master, you have to be careful not to end up like me. Pretentious. Qi Ming glanced at Shang Guanwenj and chuckled, I don't know what you're talking about at all. Is there a problem with what I said just now? I indeed broke through unknowingly while cultivating. Isn't this very normal? Shang Guanwenj's expression froze. Wipe the tea off the ground. Qi Ming said, you made this mess. Shang Guanwenj was stunned for a moment before nodding and saying, yes, young master. Ding. You have been AFK farming in the game dungeon Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb for a day. You have cleared the game dungeon once. You have received, one portion of the Battle Sacred Body's bloodline origin, and 1,000,000 high-grade spirit stones. In the evening, a notification appeared. This is... Qi Ming was shocked, and joy appeared in his eyes. I've passed the Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb for more than a month. Although I obtained many things, I've finally obtained a sacred body this time. Good, good, good. Qi Ming immediately checked the information about the Battle Sacred Body. Item, one portion of the Battle Sacred Body's bloodline origin. Introduction, a long time ago, a cultivator with the Battle Sacred Body at the large success stage entered the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb to search for the method to become an emperor. In the depths of the Forbidden Land, it fought with an unknown existence for 9 days and 9 nights, causing the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb to shatter. This created the Periphery. Unfortunately, because the large success Battle Sacred Body was in its twilight years, its blood and chi weakened, and it was unable to unleash the peak combat strength of the Sacred Body. In the end, it was defeated and died on the spot. Its corpse was buried in the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb. This is the bloodline origin of the Battle Sacred Body. It can be fused and absorbed to obtain the Battle Sacred Body. What an amazing Battle Sacred Body! Qi Ming said in a low voice, in the mystic world, a sacred body is the highest level of physique talent. Even so King Ian only has the creation wood immortal body. I only have a sword Dao immortal body now. The difference between an immortal body and a sacred body is huge. Moreover, there's no sacred body in the entire Heaven Enlightenment sect. In the entire mystic world, it seems that it's been a long time since a sacred body has appeared. Fuse. With a thought, Qi Ming fused the battle sacred body's bloodline origin into his body without much hesitation. As long as he succeeded, he would be the battle sacred body. The battle sacred body was born for battle. There were no flaws in it. The inventory opened. The battle sacred body's bloodline origin was a ball of pure golden blood. It kept squirming like a living thing, as if it could transform into various forms. The battle sacred body bloodline origin could not be taken out of his inventory. If it was taken out, heaven and earth would sense it and the blood would instantly dissipate. It was as if this world could no longer tolerate it. A true sacred body had not appeared in the mystic world for a very long time. No matter how high the physique and talent were, there were only immortal bodies. Under such circumstances, Qi Ming directly fused the battle sacred body bloodline origin into his body from his inventory. Only then could he avoid the detection of the mystic world. The next moment, Qi Ming's entire body shook. The pure golden blood was like a golden crow sun as it directly poured into Qi Ming's body. Terrifying energy, terrifying heat, and terrifying aura rampaged in Qi Ming's body. In the blink of an eye, every hair on Qi Ming's body turned pure gold. Blood qi surged. Steam rose. Qi Ming felt as if his body and soul were about to be burned to ashes by this indescribable energy and heat. It was truly terrifying. As expected of the battle sacred body. Powerful. He was extremely powerful. Qi Ming's consciousness was in a daze as he entered layers of illusions. In the illusions, he was affected by the battle will. His consciousness became warlike and crazy. This was not a good thing. Roar! Roar! In the layers of illusions, Qi Ming seemed to see the predecessors of the battle sacred body appear. Qi Ming's consciousness was affected by these wills who wanted to assimilate Qi Ming. In the current situation, if Qi Ming could not withstand the fusion of the battle sacred body's bloodline origin, his consciousness would dissipate and his entire body would turn into a ball of dirty blood. He would be completely dead. The Dao that can be told is not the eternal Dao. The name that can be named is not the eternal name. Dao begets one, one begets two, two begets three, and three begets all things. A truly good man is not aware of his goodness, and is therefore good. A foolish man tries to be good, and is therefore not good. The movement of heaven is full of power. Heaven above, heaven below. Heaven represents what is great and originating, penetrating, advantageous, correct and firm. The dragon lays hidden in the deep. It is not the time for active doing. The earth's condition is receptive devotion. Earth above, earth below. Earth represents what is great and originating, penetrating, advantageous, correct and having the firmness of a mare. At this moment, in Qi Ming's Danshan, the three forms of the three pure Dao Nascent Soul all opened their eyes. Their dharmic powers circulated, and Dao insight surged. The true intent of the heaven and earth great Dao suffused as the three Nascent Souls described the Dao scripture's profundities. Not only that, the Book of Changes 8 trigrams Nascent Soul was also chanting the content of the Book of Changes. Under such circumstances, a light flashed. From the inside out, it began to shine on Qi Ming's entire body and infiltrate his body and soul. He circulated his Dao technique and gradually suppressed the violent battle sacred body bloodline origin. The riot in Qi Ming's body was gradually suppressed. His tumbling blood energy gradually calmed down, and the high temperature in his body slowly returned to normal. The golden light gradually converged. First, behind Qi Ming, a 12th grade Chaos Green Lotus appeared. At this moment, the Chaos Green Lotus was no longer the gradually formed heavenly Dao foundation of the Chaos Green Lotus sword scripture. Now, the 12th grade Chaos Green Lotus had already fused with the mystic techniques of the Golden Core Great Dao scripture and the three pure Dao scripture. It was extraordinary and was a unique Dao foundation. Buzz! 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 Immediately after, three shadows appeared. It was the Dharma idol of the three pure Dao Nascent. In the corner, there was also the inconspicuous Dharma idol of the Book of Changes 8 trigrams Nascent Soul. Roar! 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 The next moment, the final struggle of the battle sacred body's bloodline origin appeared. The battle will contained in it was revived. Unknowingly, it was as if the will projections of the predecessors with the battle sacred body had appeared. Every one of them was dazzling with golden light and surging with battle intent as they fought the heavens. Chapter 136, Setting up the Arena. Crack! Crack! Boom! Under the suppression of the three pure Deo nascent soul, the wills of the predecessors were quickly destroyed and dissipated. They did not have the ability to resist and turned into pure battle will that fused into Qi Ming's body like golden light spots. This way, the last step was successfully crossed. The battle sacred body's bloodline origin began to completely fuse with Qi Ming. Crack! Crack! Qi Ming felt his entire body transform. This was a true rebirth. He had established a true sacred body. It was unparalleled and felt extremely terrifying. At this moment, thousands of miles away, in the central world, this was the territory of the immortals. Looking closer and closer, passing through many obstacles, it was the sacred land of the immortal race. It was called the Myriad Immortal Mountain. Crack! Suddenly, on this Myriad Immortal Mountain, a golden bolt of lightning descended from the sky and struck the top of the mountain. Its power was not weak, causing a corner of the mountain to be missing and damaged. At the corner, there were golden words. Sacred body. Oh! A sacred body appeared in the outside world. Why? At the end of the ancient era, the immortal ancestor used supreme dharmic powers and supreme divine powers to follow the great calamity of heaven and earth and severed the connection between heaven and earth. From then on, there would no longer be any sacred bodies. Even if there was, it would only be for a moment of glory. Since that time, it had never appeared again. What is this? What happened? Investigate. In the Myriad Immortal Mountain, several dignified voices sounded. Every word contained the power of rules. It was still very difficult for the immortals of the central world to find Qi Ming. This was because Qi Ming was in the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain and had fused with the battle sacred body's bloodline origin. He was protected by the Heaven Enlightenment sect. Moreover, the battle sacred body's bloodline origin had never leaked any aura. This way, even if the immortals wanted to investigate, they would not be able to. At the very least, for the time being, the immortals could not find out. As for the future, it was unknown. Half a day passed. Qi Ming had finally adapted to the battle sacred body. It was extremely domineering. After the fusion succeeded, the Sword Deo immortal body was devoured and refined by the battle sacred body, turning into a portion of its power. He had already fused with the battle sacred body, but it was not easy to develop it. He needed time and many battles to nurture it. With the help of the AFK farming software, it was only a matter of time before Qi Ming completely developed the battle sacred body. The degree of development of the battle sacred body was related to his realm. The exact level, according to the difference in cultivation realm, was divided into beginner, entry, small success, blood transfusion, transformation, apotheosis, golden body, large success, and perfection. Every major level was divided into 3 levels: initial, intermediate, and late stage. 3 days later, news of Qi Ming's breakthrough and creating a huge phenomenon had already spread throughout the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. The spirit clouds stretched for 15 kilometers and caused layer after layer of phenomenon. Flowers bloomed and Deo sounds followed. Such a phenomenon was as if he had become an immortal. Qi Ming had only broken through to the early stage Nascent Soul realm. When this news spread, the many disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain were all stunned. They were dumbfounded. But soon, they did not believe it. They really could not believe that it was only a breakthrough to the Nascent Soul realm. How could it cause such a huge phenomenon? They thought that this news was fake and unreal. Qi Ming was simply a clown trying to show off. Some suspected legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain came to visit Qi Ming again. They wanted to challenge him to verify the authenticity of this matter. This time, Qi Ming did not close the door on them again. Not only that, he even set up an arena outside the Heaven Secrets Manor. At noon that day, Qi Ming stood in the air with his hands behind his back. He stood in the air and glanced at many legacy disciples present. Among these legacy disciples, the lowest cultivation level was at the late-stage Nascent Soul realm, and most were already at the leaving Aperture realm. He did not see any legacy disciples of the Soul Formation realm. The legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain did not all come from the 12 peaks through the legacy competition. Many relied on their ancestors and interpersonal relationships. Of course, their talent was not weak. Boom! There was a loud sound. Qi Ming waved his right hand, and a black shadow the size of a millstone descended and quickly enlarged. When this black shadow landed, it turned into a huge arena with a diameter of 1,000 meters. The huge arena was circular, while the main body was pitch black. It was 10 meters tall. Light flowed. There were also corresponding array patterns. Item: Square Arena. Introduction: a special Dharma treasure produced by the game dungeon Periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb. After it is completely activated, it can transform into a stage with a diameter of 1,000 meters and can be used for an arena battle. What is he doing? Impressive. I feel that things are about to become very interesting. Tisk tisk. Is this an arena? I feel that this arena is not simple. In the surroundings, the legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment sect were very surprised. They sized up the four-sided arena and looked at Qi Ming standing in the sky, their expressions becoming excited. Since everyone is so kind, it's hard to decline. Qi Ming looked at everyone and had an arrogant aura as he shouted, "Then, from today onwards, I, Qi Ming, will set up an arena outside the Heaven Secrets Manor and welcome all fellow disciples to challenge me. I, Qi Ming, will take on anyone who comes." Gasp! Impressive, I'm too impressed. He really dares. Is he crazy? How dare he? He actually set up an arena in front of the Heaven Secrets Manor and even said that all the legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain can challenge him. Has he gone mad? 10 years ago, Qi Ming had always stayed in seclusion. He rejected all visits and challenges with the excuse of cultivating in seclusion. Now, has his cultivation broken through? He actually set up an arena at the entrance to challenge everyone. Qi Ming's actions now and back then are simply two extremes. Ha ha ha. In the history of the Heaven Enlightenment sect, such a thing has never happened. How could he dare to challenge all his fellow disciples alone? No matter how strong Qi Ming is, if he can fight across realms and defeat a leaving Aperture realm disciple, it's impossible for him to defeat a Soul Formation realm legacy disciple, right? Exactly. Immediately, there were discussions everywhere. What's wrong? Qi Ming's gaze was calm as he said indifferently, "Is there no one left now? Are you afraid? Or do you only know how to talk and brag? I'll do it. How dare you? Junior brother Qi, let me face you. I want to see what you're capable of." In the blink of an eye, 5 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain jumped onto the stage. There were 2 early-stage leaving Aperture realm and 3 late-stage Nascent Soul realm cultivators. You guys! Qi Ming took a look and shook his head in disappointment. Qi Ming, quickly come down and fight. On the stage, the 5 legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain shouted. You don't even have the right to make me attack. Qi Ming shook his head, too weak. I'm really not interested. Let's wait until you defeat my spirit pet. Roar. As soon as he finished speaking, Qi Ming waved his right hand, and black flame appeared. Under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times, the speed of black flame's improvement was extremely fast. It broke through this morning. Black Flame's cultivation level had just reached the late stage, leaving Aperture Realm. Ding! Spirit Pet, Black Flame Flood Dragon has continued to grow under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. It has already cultivated the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture and Yinglong 9 transformations to its current limit and has grown to its complete form. Its cultivation level has already broken through to the late stage, leaving Aperture Realm. Next, it only needs to successfully pass the Dragon Transformation Tribulation and it can evolve again through the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture to become a rare spirit pet. After Black Flame cultivated the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture and the Yinglong 9 transformations, it only needed to transcend the Dragon Transformation Tribulation to continue evolving. It did not need to rely on things like the Bloodline Crystal. The Dragon Transformation Tribulation was not so easy to overcome. Flood Dragon. A late stage, leaving Aperture Realm Flood Dragon. This. Shouldn't Qiming's spirit pets be at the late stage Nascent Soul realm? Why would a Flood Dragon whose cultivation level has reached the late stage, leaving Aperture Realm, suddenly appear? The 5 legacy disciples on the stage were already stunned, and their expressions became shocked. Roar! Roar! Black Flame roared continuously as Dragon Might was released to suppress the 5 legacy disciples below. Thick black flames were already rising all over their bodies. It was powerful. It was extremely powerful. It's only a late stage, leaving Aperture Realm spirit pet. It's not like it's at the Soul Formation realm. We're legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. We can cross levels to fight. Can't we deal with a spirit pet together? That's right. Attack! Boom! Boom! As soon as he finished speaking, the 5 legacy disciples jointly attacked Black Flame and used powerful divine power spells. All kinds of lights lit up, producing a huge explosion. They had completely underestimated Black Flame. Black Flame was not an ordinary spirit pet. The cultivation methods it cultivated were the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture and Yinglong 9 transformations. These were the cultivation methods of the ancient demon Emperor Yinglong. They were extraordinary and had a deep foundation. Roar! Black Flame directly used a dragon breath to obliterate the divine power spells of the 5 legacy disciples. The power of the explosion sent all 5 of them flying. Ah! Pu! 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 Screams sounded as they spat out blood. The 5 legacy disciples could not withstand a single move from Black Flame and were injured. Their injuries were not light and they were sent flying out of the arena in a sorry state. The difference is too great. Qiming shook his head. You want to challenge me with your strength? You can't even defeat my spirit pet. I wonder where you got your confidence. How laughable. Qiming's tone was disdainful. Are there also legacy disciples who are just here to make up the numbers? Before this, because of his insufficient cultivation, Qiming could only choose to silently endure the provocation and challenge of his fellow disciples. He stayed in seclusion and refused guests. Now, Qiming's cultivation level broke through and his strength increased greatly. However, there were still many disciples who suspected Qiming. They felt that it was impossible for him to be so powerful and cause such a phenomenon. They felt that Qiming was playing to the gallery and wanted to challenge him. Qiming did not care what they thought, or if there was another reason. He did not plan to tolerate it anymore. In the past, it was because his strength was insufficient, so he temporarily endured it. Now that his strength was sufficient and his cultivation had broken through, with Qiming's personality, it was naturally impossible for him to endure it anymore. Whoever came would be beaten. He would cripple them all first. He would repay kindness and hatred immediately. Qiming shrugged. It's really boring. I thought that only a few of you could fight. In the end, you can't even defeat my spirit pet. He knew that these 5 legacy disciples who had jumped onto the arena to challenge him could only be considered to be at the bottom. Their cultivation levels and strength were relatively ordinary. The true experts had not appeared. He hoped that a true expert would appear and let him try his current methods. Chapter 137, A Bunch of Trash. On the four-sided arena, the black flame flood dragon was huge and reached 100 meters. Black flames kept rising all over its body, and an invisible dragon might spread in all directions. The pitch-black scales were like they were made of iron. Their thick limbs and sharp dragon claws were filled with an oppressive feeling. I'll do it. Attack. Count me in. I don't believe it. It's only a spirit pet. What strength can it have? Even if it's at the late stage leaving Aperture Realm, it's impossible for me to really lose to a spirit pet. Attack. Many more legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain rushed onto the stage. Although they were very unhappy that Qi Ming let his spirit pet fight them, in the current situation, if they could not defeat Qi Ming's spirit pet, they would not even have the chance to fight him. They could only rush up the stage and plan to defeat Qi Ming's spirit pet first before dealing with him. One after another, arena battles erupted. In the next few arena matches, no legacy disciple below the leaving Aperture Realm went on stage. The ones who went on stage were all leaving Aperture Realm disciples. The ideal was ample, but the reality was bone-chilling. Roar. Yinglong 9 transformations. Boom. Boom. Black flame erupted with all its strength and revealed extremely formidable strength. It even displayed the might of the Universal Supreme Dragon Transformation Scripture and Yinglong 9 transformations. One legacy disciple after another was directly blasted out of the arena. All of them were injured, and their faces were filled with shock and shock. At this moment, they finally understood. Qi Ming's spirit pet was really very powerful and quite extraordinary. It was definitely not an ordinary spirit pet as they knew. Its combat strength was simply off the charts. At the same realm, it was not even weaker than them. Terrifying. It was very terrifying. They had never seen a beast tamer who could nurture their spirit pets to such an extent. This was almost impossible. Qi Ming did it. It was too shocking. How is this flood dragon so powerful? Gulp. Everyone swallowed their saliva. Gasp. Qi Ming's spirit pet is really extraordinary. This flood dragon is clearly only a spirit pet, but how can it be so powerful? Moreover, Qi Ming's spirit pet is already so powerful, so how strong is Qi Ming himself? Just the thought of it is terrifying. In the surroundings, many legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain could not help but gasp as they revealed shocked expressions. They were indeed shocked by this situation. They had never encountered such a situation. The powerful strength displayed by Black Flame completely exceeded their expectations. In these arena battles, they actually all lost. It was unbelievable. Your strength is not bad. Qi Ming sat at the entrance of the Heaven Secrets Manor. His back was against the recliner. Shang Guanwenj stood respectfully at the side like an old servant. Black Flame's combat strength has actually exceeded my expectations. Qi Ming pondered for a moment and was in a good mood. To be able to reach this level, it can only be said to be worthy of being the cultivation method of the ancient demon emperor Yinglong. This was also because Black Flame's cultivation level had already reached the late stage leaving Aperture Realm. The legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain who fought consecutively had slightly lower cultivation levels than Black Flame, which was why the current situation was like this. Young Master. Shang Guanwenj's gaze was a little surprised as he sized up the Black Flame Flood Dragon. This dragon is quite extraordinary. It should be walking the path of the dragon transformation. Qi Ming nodded. As expected of the young master. Shang Guanwenj said, even your spirit pet is able to reach this level. It is walking on the path of the dragon transformation. Moreover, it had already reached this level. This old servant is really impressed. Not bad. Qi Ming shrugged, it became a dragon just by raising it normally. I'm quite helpless too. The corners of Shang Guanwenj's mouth twitched. Damn it. He was posturing again. Qi Ming, don't be too arrogant. You're simply looking down on us. Damn it. He actually used a spirit pet to humiliate us. Many legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain shouted. Hee hee. Qi Ming laughed lightly and did not care. He leaned back on the recliner and crossed his legs as he said indifferently, "That's why I said that you're not strong enough. All you know how to do is talk nonsense like a commoner. You don't find it embarrassing, but I do. If you don't have this ability, shut up and scram back to where you came from. I'm ashamed to be in your company. When you go out in the future, don't say that we're from the same section. You. Damn it. Qi Ming. Ah. I'm going to kill you, you bastard." Around the arena, these legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain were angered to the point their faces turned red and their bodies trembled. They wanted to curse, but they could not find any reason to insult Qi Ming. They had even lost the arena battle, and it was against Qi Ming's spirit pet. It was too embarrassing. They could only rage helplessly. They were so depressed that they wanted to vomit blood. If I were you, I would find a hole to hide in now, or I would find a piece of tofu and bash my skull in. Qi Ming was still humiliating them. The surrounding legacy disciples were already furious. Enough. Boom. At this moment, there was a loud sound. A burly figure leaped out from below the stage, and it was like a huge rock that crashed onto the arena, causing the arena to tremble. Oh! Qi Ming raised his eyebrows and felt the pressure from the other party. This legacy disciple of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain was clearly different from those who were just here to make up the numbers. Senior Brother Gong Yang. Senior Brother Gong Yang is here. That's great. Once Senior Brother Gong Yang appears, it will be easy to deal with this spirit pet. Beat Qi Ming up. That's right, that's right. Immediately, everyone was excited again. Gong Yang was a surname. Junior Brother Qi Ming. This Senior Brother Gong Yang did not have any expression on his face. After standing on the four-sided arena, he looked at Qi Ming. Don't you think this is already over? Hee hee. Qi Ming smiled again and crossed his legs. He said indifferently, "What over? Didn't you rack your brains to challenge me? In the past, I was in seclusion and did not have the time to deal with you. Now, I specially set up the arena to satisfy your requirements. Now, you're saying that I've gone overboard. Ridiculous. Who's the one overstepping the line? It's you, right? Even so, you shouldn't have let your spirit pet defend the arena, causing the legacy disciples of the various factions of the Heaven Enlightenment sect to be defeated and lose face." Senior Brother Gong Yang said in a low voice, "Your actions are slapping the faces of our Heaven Enlightenment sect's various factions. Do you know that?" Ha ha ha. Qi Ming laughed loudly. "How can you blame me for this? You really want to laugh me to death. It's clearly because these trash are not strong enough that they lost to my spirit pet. They're asking to be humiliated. Damn it! I'm so angry." In the surroundings, the legacy disciples who had lost to Black Flame turned red with shame. Although they were unwilling, Qi Ming was telling the truth. They could not refute him. In the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, there were a total of 12 lineages. They corresponded to the 12 peaks of the Heaven Enlightenment sect. In every lineage, there would be 1 or 2 grand elders as the pillars of the Heaven Enlightenment sect's various lineages. This Senior Brother Gong Yang was from the body tempering lineage of the Heaven Enlightenment sect. He was from the Martial Illumination Peak. He was the disciple of the Grand Elder, Daoist Martial Saint. Okay. Senior Brother Gong Yang nodded and sized up Qi Ming. "Junior Brother Qi Ming, what you said is very reasonable. Since you believe in strength so much, the strong are respected. Then, let me teach you a principle." "Oh." Qi Ming smiled, "Then I'm all ears." Swoosh! 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 At this moment, 3 more figures tore through the sky and stood in the arena. They were the same as Gong Yang's Hij, and they were all disciples of the body refinement lineage's Grand Elder, Daoist Martial Saint. Senior brother Gong Yang, there's no need for you to deal with this spirit pet. Leave it to the junior brothers. That's right. The three of them said. Okay. Gong Yang's Hij nodded, thank you, junior brothers. It's nothing. Senior brother, you're too polite. It's up to us. Boom. 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 As soon as he finished speaking, the bodies of the three shook, and their late-stage leaving aperture realm cultivation levels and strength erupted. They were all from the body tempering lineage, so they naturally cultivated powerful body tempering techniques. Diamond Tyrant Body. Black Water True Body. 8 Desolate 6 Direction Golden Body Technique. Boom. An explosion sounded. The three of them joined forces and used a powerful body refinement technique. All kinds of lights flashed and their strength was powerful. The 4 platforms were shaken by their steps as they attacked Black Flame. Roar. Ying Long 9 Transformations. Black Flame roared. First, it roared out a dragon breath and used the divine power spell technique of the Ying Long 9 Transformations. All kinds of dragon-shaped lights flickered and filled their vision. The two sides collided. An intense battle erupted. Rumble. Bang bang bang. On the square stage, Black Flame was actually able to fight 3 people at the same realm and resist 3 legacy disciples of the body tempering lineage at the same time. This combat strength made everyone present dumbfounded. This is too strong. This is only a spirit pet. Gasp. This is too terrifying. How did Qi Ming nurture such a powerful spirit pet? This is unbelievable. Everyone was shocked. Attack. Roar. Boom. The battle was about to end. The 3 legacy disciples of the body tempering lineage used all their methods and erupted with extremely powerful combat strength. After attacking Black Flame and paying the price of being heavily injured, they threw it out of the 4-sided arena. Black Flame also let out a miserable roar. The injuries on its body were not light, and many scales fell. Dragon blood splattered on the square stage and was sent flying. It fell to the ground and could not get up for a long time. Black Flame ultimately lost. Cough cough. Qi Ming, we won. Your spirit pet has already lost. The injuries of the 3 legacy disciples of the body tempering lineage were not light either. Blood flowed from the corner of their mouths and they even coughed out blood. They took a deep breath and stared at Qi Ming. They won. They won. Ha ha ha. Qi Ming's spirit pet lost. Qi Ming's spirit pet finally lost. That's great. Immediately, everyone around the stage cheered. They were very excited. Are you proud? Are you happy? Qi Ming looked at Black Flame whose injuries were not light. There was no expression on his face, but he stood up from the rocking chair. His gaze swept across everyone present, bringing with it an invisible pressure that made everyone fall silent. In a situation of being in the same realm, 3 people joined forces to defeat my spirit pet. What are you proud of? You bunch of trash. Chapter 138, Fighting a Soul Formation Realm Cultivator. The scene was silent. There was pin-drop silence. Everyone present felt a huge pressure from Qi Ming. Although this pressure was invisible, it was real. This was an invisible force that pressed down on everyone, causing them to involuntarily hold their breaths. Black Flame, come back. Qi Ming said. Yes, Master. Roar. Black light flashed. Black Flame roared. Its body shrunk and returned to Qi Ming's side. With a white flash, Black Flame disappeared into thin air. Qi Ming put Black Flame into the spirit pet slot and activated it. To everyone, Qi Ming put the spirit pet into the spirit pet space. Qi Ming, come and fight. Come and fight. Your spirit pet has already lost. What other excuse can you have? Come on. The three legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage were completely angered by Qi Ming's words. They were originally quite happy after winning against Black Flame, but Qi Ming's words almost broke their defense. They immediately roared at Qi Ming. Okay. Qi Ming smiled. I'll grant your wish. Swish. As soon as he finished speaking, Qi Ming jumped up and entered the battle like an immortal. He floated to the four-sided arena and looked at the three legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage whose injuries were not light. Should I give you some time to recover? Qi Ming reminded kindly. No need. No need. Qi Ming, let me see what you can do. Boom. 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 The three legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage did not stand on ceremony at all. They erupted with their strongest methods and attacked Qi Ming from three directions. Boom! Boom! The powerful force even caused the air to explode. Boom! There was a loud sound. Qi Ming did not dodge the attacks of the three legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage, nor did he retreat, nor did he use any spell divine powers. Qi Ming raised his hand and threw a punch. It contained extremely terrifying power. This was the eruption of the battle sacred body's strength. Ah! There was a loud sound. Accompanied by three miserable cries, Qi Ming defeated the three legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage with a punch. The three of them were sent flying at an even faster speed. Screams sounded. Crack! Crack! In fact, their arms were broken. Phew! They spat out blood. All of them flew out of the arena and rolled on the ground in pain. One punch. It was just a punch. The three legacy disciples of the late-stage leaving Aperture Realm body-tempering lineage were defeated. Although they were injured in the battle with Black Flame, they were still at the late-stage leaving Aperture Realm. Most importantly, Qi Ming did not use any other divine powers. Instead, like the legacy disciples of the body-tempering lineage, he defeated them head-on in terms of the strength of their bodies. He had defeated them in their field of expertise. This. One punch. Qi Ming defeated three legacy disciples of the late-stage leaving Aperture Realm body-tempering lineage with a single punch. So powerful. As expected, Qi Ming could nurture a spirit pet to such a terrifying extent. His strength must have reached an extremely powerful level. As expected, I'm not wrong. Everyone could not help but praise. After the matter developed to this extent, the legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain had already begun to think that the shocking phenomenon that had been created back then was very likely because of Qi Ming. Although everyone was angry, they had to agree that Qi Ming was indeed very strong. This was indeed the truth. Qi Ming had set up the arena now, so it was impossible for them to not accept the challenge. Gong Yang's Hij walked steadily towards Qi Ming from a corner of the four-sided arena. I didn't expect you to have such deep attainments in the Dao of body tempering. Not bad. Qi Ming shrugged. I don't know what happened either. My body has already become invincible for no reason. Body tempering is actually quite simple. Gong Yang's Hij frowned. Huff. Gong Yang's Hij took a deep breath and said in a low voice, the Dao of body tempering is broad and profound. When cultivated to a profound realm, you can become an immortal or a saint. You don't have reverence for the Dao of body tempering. You're bound to not be able to go far. Perhaps. Qi Ming said. Forget it. Gong Yang's Hij said, today, I'll let you know the power of the body tempering lineage. I'll let you experience and understand the profundity of the body tempering Dao and let you understand what reverence is. Boom. As soon as he finished speaking, Gong Yang's Hij took a step forward and his figure instantly disappeared from the spot. The four-sided arena shook violently from his step, and his sandbag-sized fist suddenly enlarged in front of Qi Ming. Boom! In an instant, Qi Ming raised his hand and grabbed Gong Yang's Hij's fist with his right hand. His fist and palm collided, producing an explosion, but Qi Ming did not move at all. Is this your power? Qi Ming looked into Gong Yang's eyes and the corners of his mouth curled up slightly. A cold smile appeared. That's too disappointing. Boom. Qi Ming clenched his left hand into a fist. The power of the battle sacred body had actually been unleashed. On the surface of Qi Ming's body, there was a faint golden light. This punch struck straight at Gong Yang's abdomen. Boom. There was a loud sound. Gong Yang's raised his left foot and used the knee of his left foot to block Qi Ming's punch. Ha ha ha. Gong Yang's eyes shone and his fighting spirit rose. From head to toe, a bronze luster circulated. Qi Ming, you really exceeded my expectations. Ancient martial god fist force. Bang bang bang. Gong Yang's roared. The muscles on his entire body swelled up. In an extremely short period of time, he threw out more than 100 punches. Every punch contained a powerful force. Battle martial technique. Boom. Qi Ming faced Gong Yang's head-on. The two sides faced each other head-on. Fist to flesh, it was not a battle of spells and divine arts, but a battle of incomparably powerful bodies. Every punch and every move landed on solid ground. In the blink of an eye, the entire four-sided arena was filled with the figures of Qi Ming and Gong Yang's. Every time they fought, powerful strength and force spread, causing the surrounding space to tremble slightly. So powerful. Is this the terrifying aspect of body refinement cultivators? Their bodies are peerless and comparable to treasures. They temper their entire bodies to the point of being like treasures, and it's sufficient to tear apart a mountain and crush treasures with their bare hands. Too shocking, too shocking. Qi Ming's attainment in the path of body tempering has actually reached this level. He's clearly only at the early stage Nascent Soul realm. He's clearly only at the early stage Nascent Soul realm. Most importantly, senior brother Gong Yang's cultivation level is already at the early stage soul formation realm. He's 2 realms higher than Qi Ming. This is too terrifying. Qi Ming's strength is too strong. He's simply a miracle. Therefore, that shocking phenomenon back then was actually caused by Qi Ming breaking through to the Nascent Soul realm. This is true. Qi Ming was not playing to the gallery. It's all true. Everyone was shocked. At this moment, Qi Ming's powerful strength convinced everyone. At the top of the four-sided arena, clouds and fog surrounded him. Several grand elders had already appeared. They were attracted by the situation here, especially after knowing that Qi Ming had descended the stage and wanted to challenge all the legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. The Grand Elders also wanted to know how powerful Qi Ming was. After all, the phenomenon created by Qi Ming's breakthrough was too shocking. It was unprecedented. Deist martial saint. Patriarch Wei he looked at the battle on the square stage and was surprised by Qi Ming's powerful body. He looked at Deist martial saint beside him. Who do you think will win between Gong Yang's and Qi Ming? Qi Ming. Deist martial saint replied. He was a thin old man, was only 1.5 meters tall and was like a dwarf. His body was even skin and bones, like an old man who was about to die. This was a sign that the Deist martial saint had cultivated his body refinement to the peak. He had restrained all his vital qi and blood to the limit, so in the eyes of outsiders, he was thin like a match. However, if Deist martial saint erupted, he would instantly reach the peak and possess extremely terrifying combat strength. Oh! Deist purple firmament raised his brows. Martial saint, you actually don't believe in the legacy disciple of your body tempering lineage. This is not your style. Are you blind or do you think I am blind? Deist martial saint glared at them and berated. From the beginning to the end, Qi Ming did not use any divine powers or spells in the battle. He only used his pure physical strength to fight Gong Yang's. I don't see any high attainment in body refinement on Qi Ming. He's only a layman in the path of body refinement. However, he actually forcefully fought Gong Yang's to this extent. Under such circumstances, who do you think will win this battle? Huff. Patriarch Wei. He took a deep breath. His gaze was deep as he looked at Qi Ming on the four-sided arena. This is truly an extremely terrifying talent. As expected of a monster who can cause such a phenomenon. Daoist purple firmaments said. Boom. There was a loud sound. Qi Ming became more and more courageous as he fought. His development of the battle sacred body became more and more advanced. He gradually grasped the power of the battle sacred body, and his battle will seemed to be boiling. Instead, it was Gong Yang's Hij. His aura was exhausted again and again. It gradually declined. Boom! Battle Divine Fist! Qi Ming shouted loudly. He took a step forward and grabbed the opportunity. He crashed into Gong Yang's Hij's arms like a mountain and cried out in surprise as he protected his chest with his hands. Boom! Gong Yang's Hij was sent flying. Then, Qi Ming threw out his fists. The force surged as the golden battle light gathered and fused into this punch, directly striking Gong Yang's Hij's body. Ah! Gong Yang's Hij let out a miserable cry as he spat out blood. One of his ribs was broken, and his entire body flew out of the four-sided arena and fell to the ground. He half lay on the ground and could not help but spit out a mouthful of blood. Huff! Qi Ming landed and slowly stopped. His gaze was calm as he looked straight at Gong Yang's Hij. You lost. Chapter 139, Enough. Qi Ming actually had many methods and divine powers, but this time, he mainly wanted to test how strong the battle sacred body was. He had only recently fused with the battle sacred body and had yet to truly develop its power. However, the battle sacred body had already made Qi Ming's body invincible. He possessed the combat strength to cross a major realm and defeated the early stage soul formation realm Gong Yang's Hij while being at the early stage Nascent Soul realm. This meant one thing: the battle sacred body was extremely powerful. As expected of a sacred body. This was also influenced by the Golden Core Great Dao scripture and the three pure Dao scripture that Qi Ming cultivated. During the battle, Qi Ming also used the mystic technique divine powers like subduing dragons and tigers to increase his strength. Silence. Everyone fell silent again. They were dumbfounded. Everyone was already shocked speechless by this result. They knew that Qi Ming's strength would be very strong, but they did not expect that senior brother Gong Yang, who was at the early stage soul formation realm, would actually lose. What seemed like a fantasy actually happened. Gong Yang's Hij had indeed lost. Moreover, he had lost in the Dao of body tempering. Gong Yang's Hij held his chest. His injuries were not very serious, but he had broken a rib. Waves of pain came from his chest, constantly reminding Gong Yang's Hij. He lost completely. At the same time, Gong Yang's Hij was convinced of his loss. A loss was a loss. He, Gong Yang Zhiji, was not a sore loser. Junior brother Qi, I lost. Gong Yang's Hij said in a low voice, you won. I didn't expect junior brother's physical body to actually reach this level. I was too complacent. I didn't know that there was always someone better. Instead, I wanted to teach junior brother Qi a lesson. It's indeed very laughable. However, Gong Yang's Hij raised his head and looked straight at Qi Ming. He shouted in a deep voice, I lost this time because my skills were inferior to others, but next time, I will not easily lose to you. I'll be waiting. Qi Ming said, however, senior brother Gong Yang, you're already at the early stage soul formation realm now, while I'm only at the early stage nascent soul realm. You've already lost, so it's even more impossible for you to defeat me in the future. Gong Yang's Hij fell silent for a moment. He had ignored this issue just now. Qi Ming's cultivation level was only at the early stage nascent soul realm. He was already at the early stage soul formation realm. There was a full leaving aperture realm difference between the two. Under such circumstances, even Gong Yang's Hij could not defeat Qi Ming, much less raise his cultivation level. The chances of Gong Yang's Hij defeating Qi Ming were even slimmer. Sigh. Gong Yang's Hij sighed and felt dejected at this moment. Who else? Qi Ming retracted his gaze and clasped his hands behind his back. He stood on the stage and looked at the legacy disciples of the various factions of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. For a moment, the legacy disciples of the various factions of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain below the stage did not dare to look at Qi Ming. All of them lowered their heads, and they did not dare to jump onto the stage to challenge him. Even the early stage soul formation realm Gong Yang's Hij had lost, much less them. Under such circumstances, unless the late-stage soul formation realm senior brothers of the various lineages of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain appeared, it was possible to suppress Qi Ming. However, those senior brothers were in seclusion all year round or tempering themselves everywhere in search of opportunities to break through to the Dao integration realm. How could they care about this? You can leave. At this moment, Daoist Martial Saint appeared. He directly descended from above and stood on the stage. His gaze swept across all the legacy disciples present and looked at Qi Ming. Qi Ming, you've already vented your anger. They've all been taught a lesson. This matter ends here. There's no need to continue. You are? Qi Ming asked. Daoist Martial Saint's expression darkened. There was no helping it. The aura of Daoist Martial Saint retracted. Coupled with his appearance, it was really not flattering. Qi Ming had always been in the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain and did not know the Grand Elders of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. Qi Ming did not recognize Daoist Martial Saint. Cough cough. Swish. Daoist Purple Firmament and Patriarch Wei He appeared at the same time. They glanced at the ugly-faced Daoist Martial Saint and then looked at Qi Ming. This is the Grand Elder of the body-tempering lineage of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, Daoist Martial Saint. Hurry up and come greet him. Qi Ming was stunned. Disciple Qi Ming greets the Grand Elder, Daoist Martial Saint. Daoist Martial Saint nodded expressionlessly. Greetings, Grand Elders. In the surroundings, the legacy disciples below the four platforms shouted in unison. Daoist Purple Firmament said, Daoist Martial Saint is right. This matter will end here. Qi Ming, you set up the arena in front of the Heaven Secrets Manor. Now that many legacy disciples have been taught a lesson, I believe this will never happen again. How is it? Daoist Purple Firmament asked. Qi Ming, let's forget about this matter for the sake of the three of us. If this continues, everyone will look bad. Patriarch Wei He also said, what do you think? Gulp. This. There's too much information. This Qi Ming is too fierce. The three Grand Elders actually asked Qi Ming to give them face. Oh my god. I'm going crazy. They're the Grand Elders of the 12 lineages of the Heaven Enlightenment sect. Gasp. Shock. It was extremely shocking. This was simply even more shocking than Qi Ming defeating Gong Yang's Hij. After all, that was only a legacy disciple at the early stage soul formation realm. Now, these were three Grand Elders. The three Grand Elders are right. Qi Ming smiled. I just came out of seclusion and cultivated some divine power spells. I wanted to find a few fellow disciples to spar and did not want to make a big deal out of it. As for setting up an arena at the entrance of the Heaven Secrets Manor, it was only a spur of the moment. I did not have any ill intentions. Since the three Grand Elders said so, I naturally have no objections. This matter will naturally end here. I feel guilty that the three Grand Elders specially came. That's good. Daoist Martial Saint nodded slightly. He was quite satisfied with Qi Ming's words. His gaze landed on Qi Ming and sized him up a few times. Qi Ming, in the battle just now, I discovered that your physique is quite special and is very suitable for the body tempering lineage. Do you want to come to my body tempering lineage? Daoist Purple Firmament and Patriarch Wei He were shocked. Qi Ming was the personal disciple of Patriarch Heaven Secrets personally. He was the eldest senior brother of the Heaven Secrets lineage. Deist martial saint actually wanted to poach him from the heavenly secrets ancestor? This was too bold. Or Qi Ming's physique was really so special? He actually made Deist martial saint say such words, despite offending Patriarch Heaven secrets. Thank you for your kindness, Elder Martial Saint. Qi Ming rejected. The Dao of body tempering is broad and profound. It's indeed a very powerful cultivation path, but I'm not very interested in the Dao of body tempering. That's a pity. Deist Martial Saint shook his head with a rather regretful expression. He looked at Qi Ming a few more times. That gaze was like a sculpting master seeing a perfect jade but not having the chance to carve it. It was filled with regret and desire. Qi Ming chose to ignore it. Master! Gong Yang's Hij and the other legacy disciples of the body tempering lineage came to pay their respects to Deist Martial Saint. How embarrassing! Deist Martial Saint glanced coldly, a bunch of trash. If not for Qi Ming showing mercy, how many of you would be able to stand up? Instead of practicing your cultivation technique properly, you like to cause trouble. Get lost. You will be punished to enter the Reflection Valley to enter seclusion for 10 years. No one can come out until the time is up. Reflection Valley. This. The expressions of the legacy disciples of the body tempering lineage turned slightly pale. Yes. Gong Yang's Hij took a deep breath and nodded with a firm gaze. Although the Reflection Valley was very terrifying, it was a good place to cultivate in seclusion. If he could withstand it, his cultivation and strength would definitely increase. You can leave. Deist Purple Firmaments said. Yes. The legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain left one after another. Swoosh. 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 Then, the 3 Grand Elders also left. It ended so quickly. Qi Ming shook his head. He was a little unhappy. He had only adapted to the battle sacred body just now. Apart from that, he had not used the 3 pure avatars, the 3 pure Dao Nascent, and other new divine power spells. The 3 Grand Elders rushed over to let Qi Ming end this farce. He had to give the Grand Elders face, so Qi Ming could only end it early. Forget it. Qi Ming waved his right hand, and the square stage quickly shrunk to the size of a palm. It was then put into his inventory by Qi Ming, and the surroundings of the Heaven Secrets Manor became quiet again. Young master, what are you going to do next? Shang Guanwen asked. Go back. Qi Ming turned around and returned to the Heaven Secrets Manor. I want to cultivate in seclusion. Shang Guanwen looked at Qi Ming's back and did not speak for a long time. It was unknown what he was thinking. Who could easily guess what he was thinking or plotting? 3 days later, Qi Ming went to the Legacy Hall of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain. He did not go there to find any inheritance cultivation methods. The cultivation methods and divine powers on Qi Ming's body were already enough for him to cultivate. He mainly wanted to find some history books in the Legacy Hall and figure out the ancient calamity and the history of the entire mystic world. The Legacy Hall was located at the top of the Yingzhou Immortal Mountain. It was very close to one of the 3 major forbidden areas of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, but it was also a huge distance away. The 3 forbidden areas were surrounded by array formations, preventing anyone from entering. Swish! He soon arrived at the Legacy Hall. Qi Ming landed from the sky and stood in front of the Inheritance Hall. He looked up at the 3-story tall majestic palace in front of him. Clouds and fog surrounded the palace, like an immortal palace. Chapter 140, Origin. Qi Ming walked towards the Inheritance Hall. The door had always been open, and several legacy disciples walked out. When they saw Qi Ming, their expressions were slightly surprised as they cupped their hands and bowed to him. Greetings, legacy disciple Qi. The tone of these legacy disciples was very respectful. Qi Ming did not feel anything and nodded as a response. In the next 2 days, news that Qi Ming had set up an arena in front of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain and challenged all the legacy disciples had long spread. Moreover, Qi Ming's spirit pet's combat strength was heaven-defying. Many legacy disciples combined were not Qi Ming's spirit pet's match. Hearing such news, many legacy disciples of the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain who did not participate in this were shocked. They felt that it was impossible. How could a spirit pet be so powerful? However, this was the truth. They had to believe it even if they did not want to. Apart from that, there was also Gong Yang's Hij of the body tempering lineage who had lost to Qi Ming. Moreover, he had lost in the Dao of body tempering. The news spread throughout the Heaven Enlightenment Immortal Mountain, and all the legacy disciples of the various lineages knew. Most importantly, Gong Yang's Hij was at the early stage soul formation realm, but Qi Ming's cultivation level was only at the early stage nascent soul realm. The difference in cultivation between the two was immense. Nascent soul, leaving aperture, and soul formation. There was a difference of the leaving aperture realm in the middle. Qi Ming had won, but Gong Yang's Hij had lost. He lost completely. Such an outcome made everyone who knew the news dumbfounded. It was extremely shocking. They could not recover from their shock for a long time. Unknowingly, Qi Ming's various images had already gradually seeped into the hearts of people. Qi Ming's image was that of a powerful existence with heaven-defying potential and invincible combat strength. Very strong. Very strong. Unbelievably strong. In front of Qi Ming, if you did not have the cultivation level of the soul formation realm, you would have to lower your head and be submissive. Even if you had the cultivation level of the soul formation realm, you might not be Qi Ming's match. Gong Yang's Hij was the best example. These things were actually a good thing for Qi Ming because this way, not only would he become famous, but he could also avoid many troubles. At the very least, no one would dare to casually find trouble with Qi Ming again. Moreover, everyone was very respectful to Qi Ming. Qi Ming walked into the legacy hall. The situation inside was beyond Qi Ming's expectations. The inheritance hall had its own space. It was clearly only a 3-story palace, but the space inside was like a small world. He looked around and saw a cylinder. The surrounding bookshelves were like a spiral staircase that kept spreading upwards. When he raised his head, he could barely see the end of the surrounding bookshelves. All he could say was there were too many books, cultivation techniques, inheritances, and spells in the legacy hall. There were countless of them, and they were like an ocean or a vast starry sky. This was the inheritance collection of all the inheritances and cultivation methods since the Heaven Enlightenment sect was established. They were all taken into the inheritance hall, and the history of the Heaven Enlightenment sect was very long. It could be traced back to the end of the ancient era. It had been a long time. At this moment, the immortal ascension token at Qi Ming's waist lit up, shining with a pure white light that fused into the space in front of him, turning into a white door that was 3 meters tall and 1 meter wide. "Please come in." At this moment, a gentle voice sounded in his mind. "You are?" Qi Ming asked. "Respected legacy disciple Qi." The voice in his mind sounded again and explained, "I'm the Legacy Hall Spirit No 03 who is serving you. In the next period of time, I will provide the corresponding service. It includes but is not limited to helping you search for the corresponding books, inheritances, spells, and so on. The white door in front of you is an independent space specially opened for you. You can stay in this independent space and not be disturbed by the outside world. You can focus on reading any books and inheritance in the inheritance hall. The service is quite thoughtful." Qi Ming smiled and pushed open the white door in front of him. He walked in. It was indeed an independent space with a design that was like a study. The white door closed. Qi Ming walked to the chair and sat down. Above the desk, a white ball of light sounded. The white ball of light was the Legacy Hall Spirit No 03. "Greetings, dear Legacy Disciple Qi." The Legacy Hall Spirit No 03 asked, "What kind of book do you want to find?" legacy, cultivation methods, divine powers, or spells. The books in the legacy hall are all-encompassing. If you search for them yourself, it will take a long time to find a suitable cultivation method or inheritance, but I can help you resolve it in a short period of time. I want to find all the books related to the history and eras of the mystic world. Qi Ming said bluntly, the more detailed the better. Okay. The Legacy Hall Spirit 03 replied. Buzz. Buzz. The next moment, the white ball of light projected in front of Qi Ming. In the projection, there were jade slips one after another. They were all books related to the history and era of the mystic world. Greetings, Honorable Legacy Disciple Qi. The Legacy Hall Spirit No. 03 continued, I've found a total of 1,387 books related to the history of the mystic world for you. Which one do you want to see? All. Qi Ming said. Yes. Swoosh. 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 The next moment, the 1,387 jade slips were copied and teleported to the independent space where Qi Ming was. They were placed on the desk, but could not fit, so the rest of the items were placed around him. Please take a look. The Legacy Hall Spirit said. Qi Ming nodded. If you need anything else, you can find me. The Legacy Hall Spirit No. 03 continued, I won't disturb you from reading. Okay. Qi Ming replied. Huff. Qi Ming looked at the jade slips placed around him and took a deep breath. He sighed with emotion, I didn't expect there to be so many. Then, he casually picked up the closest jade slip and injected dharmic powers into it. The contents of the jade slip gradually surged into Qi Ming's mind, 1,387 jade slips. I can take a good look at them. While Qi Ming was reading these jade slip books, he was also cultivating. He cultivated the 3 pure Dao scripture, the heavenly constellation 36 techniques, the Book of Changes divination scripture, the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power, and the development of the battle sacred body. For this, Qi Ming specially activated the 4th and 5th AFK farming slots. Activating the 4th AFK farming slot only cost 10,000 high-grade spirit stones, but activating the 5th AFK farming slot cost 1,000,000 high-grade spirit stones, 10,000 top-grade spirit stones. The 5 AFK farming slots all cultivated in the enhancement state of 1,000,000 times. This way, he needed to spend a total of 500,000 medium-grade spirit stones every day. To Qi Ming, the number of spirit stones consumed was actually not much because he could obtain 1,000,000 high-grade spirit stones every day after clearing the periphery of the Emperor's Forbidden Tomb. It was enough. In fact, he had excess spirit stones daily. Actually, Qi Ming had already accumulated a large number of spirit stones over the years. They were all stored in his inventory. However, he had never found a chance to use them. Sometimes, spirit stones were like money. Too many would also be a problem. In the blink of an eye, a month passed. Qi Ming stayed in the Inheritance Hall's independent space for a full month and finished reading all 1,387 jade slips. In addition, after AFK farming for a month, the 3 pure Dao scripture, the heavenly constellation 36 techniques, the Book of Changes divination scripture, and the 8 trigrams yin-yang divine power had all improved. The one that had improved the most was still the battle sacred body. Ding! The battle sacred body has been developed for 30 days under the enhancement of 1,000,000 times. It has already reached the late stage small success realm. In addition, you have grasped the battle sacred technique, battle movement technique, battle divine fist, and other body refinement techniques. A notification appeared. Qi Ming nodded in satisfaction, it has already reached the late stage small success realm. I reckon that it won't be long before I can develop the battle sacred body to the blood transfusion realm. In addition, during these 30 days, Qi Ming had cleared the periphery of the Emperor's forbidden tomb 30 times and obtained the bloodline crystals that could increase the strength of the Dawn Dark Bat Demon and the Frost Crystal Maiden. It could allow them to complete their evolution. However, he did not obtain the inheritance crystal that could allow Huo Chongqing to advance. Qi Ming planned to let the Dawn Dark Bat Demon and the Frost Crystal Maiden complete their evolution first after returning to the Heaven Secrets Manor. Huo Chongqing could only be put aside for the moment. It was time for Black Flame's Dragon Transformation Tribulation to be on the agenda. As long as it succeeded, Black Flame could further transform into a dragon and advance from an elite pet to a rare pet. In this month, because Qi Ming had already finished reading all 1,387 jade slips related to the history and legends of the mystic world, he already had a sufficient understanding of the entire world. First, regarding the birth of the mystic world, there were 3 versions. The first version. Before the distant origin era, before the mystic world was born, an unprecedented immortal battle erupted in the higher world. An immortal king died in this battle. This immortal king's corpse fell out of the higher realm and arrived in the void. The immortal king's corpse had floated in the void for countless years and epochs. Until one day in the future. This day was called Origin Day. The immortal king's corpse gradually evolved into a world under the influence of the void. The immortal king's head, feet, left arm, and right arm respectively became the 4 divine mountains of the east, south, west, and north. His body became the central divine mountain and became the 5 supreme pillars of the mystic world. Every part of the immortal king's body was evolving and perfecting this world. His left eye turned into the sun, and his right eye turned into the moon. His comprehension of the Dao transformed into earth, water, fire, and wind. Finally, the immortal king disappeared. The mystic world was born. It entered the origin era. The living beings that were born in the mystic world respectfully called this immortal king the Origin Immortal King. The second version. On the origin day, a singularity was born in the void. This singularity was indescribable and impossible to describe. He was light, he was darkness, and he was the beginning of everything. This singularity was affected by the void, causing it to swell and explode. It was constantly expanding from a singularity outwards. Then, it had reached the limit. The space in the singularity surged with earth, water, fire, and wind. 5 great Khanate origin gods were born. They created the 4 divine mountains of the east, south, west, and north, evolving the central divine mountain and completely stabilizing the mystic world, causing it to give birth to life and nurture all things. The mystic world was born. The origin era thus arrived.